Welcome to Gateway Connection. I'm Jane Herring, the Marketing Director at Gateway Technical College, and I'm here today with Stephanie Sklba, who is the Vice President of Community and Government Relations. Welcome to the program, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Stephanie is also ahead of our efforts on sustainability, and one of the newest, most exciting things that has been added at Gateway Technical College is the Center for Sustainable Living. We're going to take a little bit of a tour today, but first I would like to talk with you a bit about what the effort is really trying to accomplish for our communities.
Okay, thank you. The effort itself really is to address the needs of our own community. It's so that we are able to become the expert for individuals in the area of sustainability. The house itself really serves three different purposes. The first purpose being that of it being a living and learning lab for our own students and staff here at Gateway. Allowing our interior design students to use the space, whether we want to have a meeting here or events here for our staff. We have painting apprenticeship students that have done work here. Our HVAC students have done work here. So we want people to experience this from a hands-on learning opportunity. The second aspect of the home is that of our outreach to our community members. And that outreach consists of workshops that we hold at the center, 2 to 3 hour long workshops on anything from residential solar to composting to how to green your own home, current home. So anything that really revolves around sustainability, we are looking at the development of workshops in that area. And from a community standpoint as well, we also want to open it up to residents who want to see how to take their current home and green it. That's what we've done with the center itself. It was a residence, and we've taken it and done some remodeling that allows people to see what a cork flooring looks like. What does sustainably harvested wood look like when you put it down? So it's larger than just a sample that you see on a board at a store. So we're looking at the center to be used for that reason as well. The third component of the center is that of our outreach for K through 12. We want this to become a destination spot for our school districts in the Tri-County area so that they come to us when they need a place to go for a field trip. And that field trip may be anything from reading about an orchard and actually wanting to see what an orchard looks like. They can come here and sit underneath the orchard and read that book. We hope to have individuals come here and actually identify some of the plants, perhaps, for a science activity or a science project. We are in the process of looking at what those workshops will be and what those field trip experiences will be here at the center. We're working with our own faculty, and then we're extending that out by talking to our high school and our elementary and middle school partners as well on what they might need as far as a place to go. What do they need in their school districts?
In order to better understand what all of the possibilities are of the center, why don't we take some time and walk through the house as well as the grounds, because I realize that both are really excellent opportunities for learning, and maybe we'll get some good ideas from our viewers.
Sounds great. This room is the community room that we use for seminars and meetings here at the Center for Sustainable Living. This room has the technology in it for video conferencing, as well as we have wireless internet. This room can house about 20 people with a classroom setting style, but it can hold much more than that, up to 30, 35. Some of the things that we've done in the community room just to get it ready for use by our community members and by our school is we've done the painting in here, and that has been done with no VOC paint. We've also done a lot of work with the flooring. The flooring that in here is a cork floor and is very resistant to spills and markings and to just having lots of traffic through the center itself. The kitchen of the house, we've done a little bit of remodeling in the kitchen itself, and some of the things that we've done in the home are we've added a new flooring into the house here in the kitchen, and the flooring that we have in the kitchen is called a marmoleum flooring, which is actually a recycled linoleum product. Comes in a variety of colors, but again, it really wears very well for being a recycled material. We also have installed brand new countertops here in the center, and the countertops are called Rich Like countertops, and they are a blend of recycled paper and old corrugated cardboard. So they are a completely recycled product here at the center. The backsplash that we have in the kitchen as well is made of fire clay tile, which is a tile that also is made of post-consumer and pre-consumer waste materials, and that they recycle then into the tile themselves. Then with the appliances, we took a look at the higher efficiency appliances in the kitchen. So from the refrigerator to the microwave and then to the induction stove and the dishwasher, all of them are at the highest end of energy efficiency that you can get as far as kitchen appliances are concerned. As part of the kitchen remodel, we've also done something with the wall itself, and we've used a product called Kiri board. Kiri board is a lightweight and durable alternative to wood as far as paneling is concerned, and it's manufactured from a reclaimed sorghum straw, and it certainly brings a different look to a kitchen or to an area where you'd like to use some sort of paneling but would choose to use an environmentally friendly product. In the restroom of the Center for Sustainable Living, there are a few items that we've chosen to use in there as well. The countertop that we used in there is made of recycled glass. Comes in a variety of colors, but it's very durable and very strong. The toilet that is used in the center is a dual flush toilet as well, so that you monitor the water usage in the restroom. And we also have chosen to have no paper toweling in the center itself for the restrooms, and so we have hand dryers that are used in the facilities. Some of the things that we've done to the house itself are when we've retrofitted we have a solar PV out in the front of the home, and that really should be a tool that's used up on a roof, but because of the fact that we're a training institution at the college, we have it down on the ground so that individuals can see it and look at it and actually see how the solar works. The solar that we have out in the front, those are solar tubes, and those actually are heating the hot water that we use here throughout the center itself. Another solar activity or solar initiative that we have here at the center is that of our solar tracker. And that solar tracker helps us with the electricity that we have at the college. And we're able to monitor the energy that it is creating on a touch screen that we have here at the center. This screen indicates the panels that are that exist on the tracker itself, and then it tells you the amount of wattage that is coming in through the solar currently. But then at the bottom, you can also see to date what we've been able to do here at the center. We are able to actually power 9 houses for a day based on the energy that we've been gathering from the solar tracker. Not only on this touchscreen are we able to monitor the solar tracker here at the Center for Sustainable Living, but we're also able to monitor the solar tracker that we have at the Horizon Center as well as the solar panels that we have on the Racine campus.
Well, now we're on the exterior of the Center for Sustainable Living, and as beautiful as the house is becoming inside and as functional as it is, I'm just awed by the grounds and the potential here. First, how many acres?
The property that we've purchased is 5 acres of land, and that 5 acres of land entails the Pike Creek, so we have a narrow riverbed through the property. We have an orchard along with a natural prairie.
That, to me, from a learning standpoint, gives students, the community, grade school children just such great opportunities. How will that be used, do you think, in the future? I know you're just in the planning stages.
Right. We have many opportunities for individuals to use the outside of the house as well as the inside of the house. One of the aspects to the house itself and to the center is that of all of the beautiful gardens that are surrounding the home and are on the property. Those will certainly be learning tools not only for our own horticulture students, but as well as community members to come in and begin to identify the plants, to look at the gardens themselves, and maybe begin to maintain them and develop those and design those gardens around the house itself. But then we have the opportunity to take care of the orchard that's here. We have about 10 orchard trees that need a little assistance, and so with the help of some members of our community and our students here at the college, we will be taking a look at our orchard and really beginning to maintain that orchard so that we can reap the benefits of having the fruit trees here on the property.
And that's a very neat opportunity to learn how to care for trees, because I know in order to maximize the health of the tree and fruit, it really does, it's quite a science and an art, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yes, throughout the property there are such a variety of trees that we have here, everywhere from maples to oaks to corkscrew willow trees to flowering trees. So the opportunity to just even identify those trees and really figure out the best positioning for those and how to care for those trees it's a wonderful opportunity for our members here in the community.
And when you have groups here, I know you have a gazebo, you have a lovely patio area, yard. That's all part of the center, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And we actually have had a number of groups actually come through and use the outside of the house as well as the inside. And those meetings have taken place, as you mentioned, in the gazebo or even outside on the patio. And some of the groups have also taken advantage of the outside of the house from holding picnics, whether it be for our own staff here at the college or some outside groups. They have come and actually held a cookout and then used the outside of the center as well.
So you would be open to not-for-profit organizations holding fundraisers and that sort of thing here?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Excellent. It is beautiful. And there are a number of outbuildings, and those too are going to be used on the property.
Correct. We have, not only on the property do we have the center or the house itself, but we have two larger outbuildings. One is a garage that, of course, we'll just use for storage, but the other is a beautiful barn. It's a two-story barn that we have that is being sponsored by Baco Tools. So we call it the Baco Barn, and we are using that as really an outdoor classroom space for the center. Inside that barn, we are able to seat about 30 individuals from a classroom perspective, and it also has wireless and will also have the technology to hold meetings in it as well. But that will be an opportunity for our horticulture students to use during the summer or during the fall when the weather is nice. And then we'll be looking for opportunities to actually turn that into a real classroom so that it can be used year-round.
And for those who don't know the brand name Baco, that is a tool company that it really gears toward horticulture, correct?
Correct. They are gardening tools, and so they are helping us with the center and with the tools that are necessary to maintain the property.
And I understand just since you've taken over the property and, well, really far less than a year, you're already installing a walking path opportunity?
Correct. We have the natural prairie, which is on the north end of the property. And what we've done is we've actually mowed in a walking path and mulched it for our staff members and our community members to come and actually use it from a recreational perspective. The path is less than a quarter of a mile long, but it does wind through the natural prairie. We do have some wildlife up here, deer particularly, and so we avoided their deer beds, so that they could maintain their homes up there. But we do have this wonderful walking path, and what we will be doing is working with some of our students in our surveying class, and they will then develop that walking path through the property so that we'll be able to take it from the urban farm through the property and then through the prairie on the north end.
Urban Farm is, I know, a new initiative of the college, and we talked on this program with Kate Jerome about this in the past. But tell us now about the relationship between the Urban Farm effort and the Center for Sustainable Living.
We were fortunate enough to have a piece of the property close to the horticulture department, which is a beautiful sunny spot for a garden. So what we've been able to do is build an urban farm on the property here, and I believe it consists of about 10 to 12 beds, and they grow a variety of fruits and vegetables in a very small area there, and then that product is taken to market. So what we have are students that are maintaining that throughout the summer, and then it will be looked after with our horticulture students in the fall. It's a wonderful opportunity for the students to learn about the gardens themselves, and then how to take that and market that product here at the college.
I think the potential just seems endless here.
We are very excited. The property itself for us is less than a year old, or just roughly a year old. So as we're starting out, we're seeing that potential and where it can lead, and we are very excited about the partnerships that have already formed, and then those partnerships that will continue, and just how to get people involved. You know, as I mentioned earlier, from our community members to our students and our staff, and then to our relationship with our K through 12.
Well, thank you so much. It's Stephanie Sklba, who is the Vice President of Community and Government Relations and heads up our sustainability efforts. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.